3.
Oh,
This is our Freddie.
I was gonna say, we're
Hello.
back. Hey, y'all.
Hi.
Did you
Things are
miss
a little
us?
different.
I know. Girl, this is it. This is a new setup, huh? This is how we
This
gotta do
is,
this now.
yeah, this is it.
Since
Unless
certain
one of
people
you
wanna,
join.
since certain people wanna abandon others. I'm kidding.
Since certain others don't want to,
Some certain others want to see the world. Okay, instead of
you can do
I'd rather
both.
not when I'm paying $1,300 for an apartment.
You don't have to pay $1,300.
Well, we'll see. In
There
due
are
time,
options.
babes. In due time.
But anyways, hello. Welcome to the Untitled Africans podcast, y'all.
Did you guys miss us? I know we've been out for a week.
I'm Wangechi,
I'm Brian.
for those
And
of y'all who forgot.
And welcome to the derailment that is our lives.
That is his life, their life, not mine. My life is always on the up and up, baby. I told you, I don't speak that derailment language. Everything always works out for me.
Okay, let's start the top of the podcast with how's your life currently?
My life is good. My life is hectic. My life is like New York, literally, like never lets up.
If you guys didn't listen to the last episode, Wangechi is now officially a
A
New
New York
York
baddie,
a
honey.
New York babes, a New York
Yes.
baddie.
City girl, Sex in the City,
She's
honey.
she's living that New York life now and has forgotten about us little people.
I don't remember the suburbs. What was that like? Can't remember. Suburbia, driving cars and stuff.
But ask her which train she gets on when she goes into the city. Can she answer that question?
It's a mix of the L and the C. Honestly, I've been all over the place that I've had to take so many trains because first it was like looking for a place for my Airbnb and like going to Brooklyn, Harlem, like everywhere, just catching trains left and
Queens.
right. Yes. I feel like I know the town. Like I know the city at this point. Cuz literally
Yeah.
like within my first 4 days here, I had toured 6 spots. Like that was only the
6.
beginning.
And that was just day one.
That was not even a week here.
She was
Just
saying, "Hey there, Delilah. They got planes and trains and cars now."
honey, like I'm ready to go. I need a
So,
space.
so you finally found a place.
Yes, I finally found a place. It took forever to find a place. Got
But now,
here a week ago, and I'm leaving now. Well, not leaving right
girl,
now, but I'm leaving in a month.
she's already ready
I'm
to
leaving
break
in
this
like less
lease.
than a month.
You're
I'm
breaking this
breaking
lease already.
I'm breaking the lease for this place, yeah. The place, beautiful, stunning location. I love
Give us
it.
the tea. What's happening?
Like the actual place is good. It's big. I got my own bathroom. I got a closet that you can step into. So I guess it's
Period.
walk-in, but it's not Atlanta walk-in, you know. It's
It's not
like
giving. It's not giving true walk-in, but it's giving walk-in.
it's giving space. Like
We
for
love
New York,
that.
it's space, and that's what I needed. Like I thought it was gonna be perfect because you have your own fridge. All you really need to step outside your room for is the stove. The stove and the microwave. And I even have
Okay.
like a little backyard. Like I have a door that leads to the backyard. And I was like, bet this is home. I found an African girl too that stays here with me. We
Okay. We
found
love
this place
kinship.
together. Yes. Or we agreed to stay in this place together. And shit was sweet and cute in the beginning.
But when did shit hit the fan? That's what
I
the
say
people want to
in the
know.
beginning, shit was sweet and cute before we got here, before we
Uh huh.
lived here. Because
Okay.
when we got here, the place wasn't even ready. Like, my room was still getting cleaned. And I use the word cleaned lightly. All girls' rooms still had to be painted, still had to be
You're
cleaned.
the girl that you agreed to room with.
Yeah. And
Okay.
there was already 3 other people living here and 1 other girl moving in. So total
Okay.
6 people live here.
6 women.
6 women, six rooms, but everybody with their own bathroom, girl. So
It's
I was like,
definitely
okay, cool.
giving. It's definitely giving real world New York. 6 women from all walks of life, one apartment in New York City. Come join. And like I can see that whole intro in my head from MTV. It's giving MTV Real World New York.
This definitely, I think this place would definitely like, it needs a show. It needs a show because already New York always got some shit going on. So definitely in a place with 6 women under one lease. There's 2 guys upstairs, but they're on their own lease, like they're separate. And then at
But the
least one of
rest
the
of you,
women, but one of the women, she has a standalone apartment, so she's kind of
okay.
separate, kind of not. Um, Anyways, come here. Place is not ready. I have to clean up after the dude that cleaned here. Because you know, as Black people already, like when we
There's
move
a
into
level of
somewhere,
there's a level of cleanliness that we have of a place that we're living that certain people do not. You know.
yeah, no. But the maintenance dude was a Jamaican man, so I really was a little disappointed. But he was also
But then
like,
again, he's a man.
and he's the maintenance person for the entire place, to paint, to repair, to clean, anything. It's him
Oh Lord.
for
Okay.
this whole building. So I was like, you know what? It's cool. I'm gonna clean up over it. And I smelled, and I when I walked into the front door, you like enter the kitchen, and I'm like, that's a little older, but this girl had on like this midnight musk candle going, and I was like,
Midnight
let's get
Musk.
rid of that. Yeah. I'm like, girl, I don't know why you thought that was a good idea, but it's not
You know what I've
cute.
learned about candles? There are certain candles that are meant for certain people, and others that are not.
Yeah,
Like
it was
there's certain
definitely for her.
scents. Like warm sugar vanilla, that's an us scent.
Yeah.
Little brown sugar,
We
a little
love the good sister.
Japanese cherry blossom, we love. But then there's
Yes.
shit like
Especially
midnight
growing up.
musk. Exactly, shit like midnight musk. I'm just like,
Never
excuse
and
me.
ever in life. Never ever in life. So I was like, blow that shit out. Thank you. And then, so also one of the first things that I did.
Dang. Okay, so you blew girl candle out.
Yeah. Um, but another thing that I had to do, they have a sign at the door that says abortion is healthcare.
Okay.
Like these 2 little printed papers that says
Oh, we
abortion is
love
healthcare. I
that.
was like, work, it
Her,
is.
come on, Planned Parenthood. Getting some free
Yeah.
promo.
But you know, the African girl that's moving in with me, her parents coming to help her, and she was like, my parents cannot see that. That cannot be the first thing they see.
When they walk
When
into my new apartment.
exactly. So she's like, can you take it down? So I was like, okay. I put in the group chat, yo, taking this down while all girls' parents are here. Okay. And another girl. And this one is a Black girl. She stays downstairs. She's like, okay, don't throw it away. Put it on the counter. I'm like, cool, 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 cool. Move in. I'm still smelling that funk. And I'm like, I don't know if it's the condo anymore. But
So wait,
whatever.
okay. Is it like one of those is it like that Mr. Krabs moment where it's like, I smell a smell. It's a smelly smell.
Smelly. No, literally, like, my nose is like trying to fucking like trace where I was like moving the fridge
You're
by
like
my door, like
you're like the Sanderson sisters, like
on a mission.
to discover where this smell is coming from.
Yes, I was on a mission. I was like trying to sweep behind counters and fridge. You know, when you're doing the deep cleaning, you moving appliances and shit. That's what I was doing because I was like, this. If there's a dead animal anywhere, I'd rather know day one.
Because
I'd rather
New York and them rats.
Exactly. So I'm like, if there's a rat somewhere, let me find out right now. Couldn't find nothing. So he comes and he cleans whatever, the maintenance man. Cool. I'm like, I need to talk to these girls because there are pots being left on the stove, dishes unclean left in the kitchen. And I'm like, tell me
And
why.
this is week 1.
This is like day 2. Honey, there's plenty happening in the week. Please, I need to. This is why I'm breaking it down by day. They
Somebody
too.
call VH1. Somebody call VH1. We need cameras in here. I need like
We opened the spice cabinet, spices everywhere. And I don't mean just the containers. I mean, as if somebody opened the bottle and dumped that shit in fucking chunks all over the cabinet. Just chilling everywhere.
what?
Yeah. And guess what's also chilling around?
What?
Little bugs.
Of course.
Little bugs like, hey,
Cuz
why are you bringing the light in here, girl? We were feasting.
you cutting into our Easter Thanksgiving moment. Like,
Right.
can we
Having
help
fucking
you?
family brunch over here, bitch. So
Right.
me and the African girl, like, we need to find out whose spices this belongs to. Is it people who moved out? Is it the people who are here now? What can be thrown away? What can be
Cuz that's
dumped?
disgusting.
Like, it was
Cuz that
disgusting.
you're just asking to like have next thing is roaches. After that.
Next, it's they're there. They were there. They were there. They were
Oh,
there.
my skin just crawled.
The fridge, the freezer is like it's like a mini fridge in there, and the freezer is just full of like ice. You know when you change the temperature and then like you change it up too
Mm,
much, the whole freezer is just ice.
frosted over.
Yeah, and then the fridge is just dirty. Open the stove, there's a pan in there that looks like it's been there for 2 years with like crusted over food. Like maybe it was once black, now it's silver. I don't know what color. It's like brown and silver, bitch. I've never seen anything like it.
There's
Like
a whole
thick.
ecosystem growing on there.
Yeah. Me and her were like, can we just get a whole new, can we get new appliances? Like, because
Throw the whole kitchen away. Just throw it
throw
away.
it away. I mean, mind you, these bitches have like open, dirty pots on the stove, utensils sitting by the stove that like are in the like right place, but they don't look clean. Like, if you touch it, you'll probably have oil on your hand. So, why is it here? They don't even have a dish rack or nothing to put their, if they did clean. They
See,
did clean it.
girl, I am feeling for you.
So me, me
But
and Miss Africa, we're like, we're
not
just
Miss
gonna talk to
Africa.
them. We just gonna talk to them.
So it's like one of those council sessions. It's like one of those like survivor like what's it called? The survivor meetings where they all come to council.
Yes.
We're like, all right, listen, this is what's up. We need to have a fucking come to Jesus moment because this is disgusting.
Yeah. So the day after, I messaged them in the group chat. Hey y'all, are y'all free to talk this evening? Like, I want to know, ground rules, boundaries, utilities. Let's figure
Obviously, right?
this figure this out. And they're like, cool,
Okay.
cool, cool, cool. Yes, this time, 7:30 this evening, blah, blah, blah. I come around 8 o'clock. I'm like, let me give him some time to settle. Knock on the door. Does anybody answer? One girl comes out. So the white girl next to me, she came out. And she was one of the people who had been here already for like at least a year. So I was like, okay, good. Somebody who's been here I can talk to. What's the situation here?
Girl, give me the tea. Give me the lowdown. Catch me up on
Was
what's everybody's vibe, what's everybody's situation. Like,
Yeah.
let
And
me
she's
know.
basically like, you see the setup. Like, it's suite style living. Everybody does their own thing. You got your own bathroom, your own bedroom, your own fridge. And she's like, admittedly so, me and the black girl who've been here for a year, we're not that clean. Like, and the person who was where y'all were at before, not that clean. So, we just weren't that clean. I was like, I appreciate your honesty. I do. And then Miss
It's
Africa
still
came out.
disgusting, but
And still
okay.
disgusting. Miss Africa came out and she was like, well, if you want to avoid having bugs, it's time to clean. And Miss Palm, I'll call her Miss Palm, or Miss Black Girl, Miss White Girl. She was like, I don't cook, so this mess in the kitchen is not mine. I was like, period. That's all I need to know. But she's like, but the black girl who lives downstairs, if you touch her stuff, she can be sassy. And
Oh, she's that girl.
I was like, okay, but you're a white woman calling a black woman sassy.
Okay. So I can see
So,
how you could be like, maybe she was just misconstruing her the way she
yeah.
approached certain things.
Yes, I was like side eye. I ignored it. I was just like, okay. But Miss Africa, she was like, "What
Oh
you
no, I'm gonna
mean
bring something
sassy?"
up.
She's like, "What you mean sassy? Has she been sassy before?" And Miss White Girl let us know, yeah, when y'all took down the abortion as healthcare papers, like that meant a lot to us, and that meant really a lot to her, like with everything that happened last year, and she was just really upset about that y'all came and did that.
So y'all are like the new girls in the vacation house on like Jersey Shore. Because y'all didn't watch for season 1, so now y'all are getting the tea from season 1, and now
Yeah,
y'all coming in season 2 like we
changing
have
shit
new
up.
attitudes, new new vibes in the house. We not finna be the same as we were, but y'all
Period.
don't even know
I
the
like
tea.
it. And we're like,
So
the paper was literally taken down one evening. It was put up the next morning. And it's not like some laminated framed.
oh, so it's
Like
not like one of those like you actually go to like somewhere and like get a poster, or like you're at an event and you like get a poster for like an official
they
one.
printed it out on 8.5 by 11 paper with colored ink and taped it on the door. One of the papers is half ripped. It was never that serious. It was never that serious. So I was like,
This
okay.
this poster better have had some fucking emotional ass like
I was like, I get
connection.
it, because Roe v. Wade was overturned last year. Like, that was a big deal. But
No,
girl, the
absolutely.
paper was taken down for 12 hours. 12 hours. But I was like, okay, you know what? I don't know her. I don't know
Girl, I'm
her.
invested. This is like a messy ass reality TV show. I'm invested. I want to know more.
So at this point, me and Miss Africa were like, are we about to have a problem with Miss Black Girl?
And you would think, being the other like black women in the house,
We'd be here.
right? Like I have a
Here.
come together. It's like us against them kind of a thing, low key. But
Yeah. But it's like, it didn't help that, like, she didn't talk to us. She, like, had come upstairs a couple times as we were moving. We were in the rooms with the doors open. We were talking. She never said anything. She didn't seem to care to introduce herself. So
oh
I already kind of
no,
gave, like, standoffish energy.
how
Like,
old
all
is
she
she?
did, 20.
That's all you had to say. Okay.
Yeah. But, I was like, that's fine. She's black. She's young. She's in school. She's giving standoffish energy. The only thing she ever tells us is be on the lookout for my packages, but whatever. Oh, and she also like sent a message in the group chat saying, "Hey, our power is gonna get cut off if somebody doesn't take over the account." And I wanted to be like, "Why aren't you taking over the account? If you know this." She literally sent a screenshot from the power website, from the website that controls the power, saying, "Hey, somebody needs to take over this, or the landlord said it's gonna get shut off."
So doesn't she have so
She
you
has
all have
access.
access to? I was gonna
She
say,
does.
so do you all have access, or is it just her that has access?
It was her because I didn't know even what the service was. I'm just here to give my coin. But Miss Africa steps in. She's like, I'll take it over. Like, bitch, I'm not trying to have shit get cut off. But, anyways, so that's been our interaction thus far with Miss Young Black Girl. I'm like, okay, so she might be sassy. And she didn't like that we took down the abortionist health care. And she hasn't spoken to us.
And this is only day
Day
4.
3, day 4. So the next day, oh, I didn't tell you. The Wi-Fi got cut off. In the midst of this,
Do you know what's going on in my head right now?
what?
It's that TikTok sound. Her legs were cut off. Her arms are cut off. Girl, so you ain't got no power, you ain't got no Wi-Fi. What are you paying rent for?
That's what I'm saying. Luckily, this Africa took care of the power with the quickness.
So what's
Now,
going on with the Wi-Fi?
Miss White Girl was supposed to take care of the Wi-Fi.
Okay.
She texts us. We're like, we wake up and the Wi-Fi is not working. We're like, what's going on? And my girl's like, oh, I think it got shut off. Um,
I
let me.
paid my share of the utilities when I moved in. What do you mean it got cut off?
Why is it getting cut off? I literally paid her. She's like, I'm calling Verizon. Let me figure it out. I'm like, bet, say less. A couple hours passes by, you get put on hold and shit like that. And she's like, okay, it should be coming on soon. They're having a service error, but it should be coming on in a couple hours. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever, not thinking too much of it. And then she's like, oh, I think our old roommate just took our router. 30 minutes ago, I think she just came by and took our router. I was like, excuse me?
Did she pay for the router when she moved in?
I don't know.
Do you even know?
Like,
Are you even aware?
I asked her, what do you mean the roommate took the router? She's like, no, she's really sweet. Like, we were all just confused about the Wi-Fi over the last few weeks. It's just been really confusing. So I think she just took it.
You know what happened? Old girl went to her new spot, or the roommate who was moving out. She went to her new spot and was like, oh, you need to bring your own router. There's no Wi-Fi here. And she said, oh, I know where I can get one. And came back and said, whoop, y'all hoes ain't gonna need this.
This is all PIN access. Like, you don't need a key for nothing.
So her old PIN still worked.
Mm-hmm. She just came, took that shit. So that's why they were having a service error. We ain't got no router, bitch.
Girl.
And she's like, I might be able to pick it up today during my lunch break, but if anybody
wants like to go a new one.
It, yeah. But if anybody wants to go get it, I'm like, I don't have time to get it. I'm trying to set up my room. Like, nobody has time. It's on a Tuesday that this happened. Like, everybody's like working. We were trying to get our stuff set up.
And you know, Verizon works only during fucking, what's it called? Business hours, like 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Girl.
And she's like, I can order a router, but they said it'd take a week. So our best bet is going to Verizon. And the closest Verizon is like a 30-minute train ride the other way. So I'm like, I'm not passing by there. So that's not happening. Go get it on your lunch break. So that's being dealt with. So a couple days later, something comes in the mail because it takes a couple days. No Wi-Fi. Okay. And everybody is thinking it's a router. Turns out it's an extender, and if you don't know what that is, because I didn't know what that is, it basically
it extends
the service. Yes,
throughout the rest of the apartment,
just like a router.
So everyone's thinking, oh, here's the new router.
Here's the router. The white girl's like, yo, something came in the mail. It should be, I think it's the router. Can somebody set it up? I'm not setting that shit up, girl. This is like day 3 or something of no Wi-Fi.
Oh my God.
I'm not setting that up. Because at this point, it's like, what's going on? So Miss Africa sets it up. She sets it up downstairs.
Come on, black independent woman.
Boom, boom, boom. Still no Wi-Fi.
Wangechi said, I am soft life only. I am a passenger princess. I don't do this. I don't do manual labor.
It's just like, y'all don't do shit. Y'all don't do nothing here.
So they're expecting the new roomies to handle everything.
Yeah, y'all don't clean. Y'all don't cook. Y'all can't set up utilities well. Like, I'm not stressing myself with things that should have been taken care of from you
before I moved in.
Yeah, since y'all want to, be seniority, whatever, be like, this is how we did things before y'all got here. It's like there was so much going on at once. I'm struggling to figure out the timeline of telling this story. But so Miss Africa sets up the extender downstairs. We live upstairs, but Wi-Fi things downstairs. And downstairs is where they keep a lot of extra furniture. Miss Black Girl puts a lot of her extra furniture all over the place down there. So I guess Miss Africa moved some of the shit out of the way, so that she could plug in the stuff. So that afternoon or something, this Black Girl's like, Wi-Fi's fixed. Don't touch nothing down here. Literally how she texted it sounded like that.
So is the downstairs area like a common area, or is it just
it's a common area. It's like really where the lounge area is.
Bitch, move your shit. Move your shit. I don't give a I'm touching. If it's in the common area, then it should, and it's supposed to be private, don't fucking move it. Get it the fuck. Put it in your room. Put it in your room.
Exactly. She's like, don't touch nothing down here. I was like, I had finally introduced myself to her the night before, because I opened my door thinking it was Miss Africa out there, and it was her. And I was like, and she just saw me and was going to keep it moving. But I'm like, hi. Because I'm like, let's introduce ourselves. This is like day 4.
Because one thing about Wangechi, let me tell y'all, if y'all don't know Wangechi as a person, she's a social butterfly. She would come up to us. I remember one time we were in line at a club, and we were trying to, and this was our first time there, and we were just trying to figure out like what the vibe was inside. Like we'd never been there. So then Wangechi starts striking up a conversation with this group of Indian kids, and she's like, "Hey, how y'all doing? Da, 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 da. Like, it's y'all first time? Have y'all been here before? Like, give us the tea. Like, what's up?" And full well, like they all started chit chatting. She made us friends with them, and then we went inside all together. All of us somehow became a whole group situation. But so I can understand now that Wangeshi's walking outside, has not seen this girl. All she has heard about this girl is that she's sassy, and that and already y'all have beef. So one thing Wangeshi's gonna confront the situation. She's gonna open her door and be like, "Well, hello, motherfucker." "Well, hello, motherfucker."
The Samuel L. Jackson ass.
Exactly.
Reading.
It's like
that motherfucker.
It's giving what's it, Nicki Minaj addressing Miley Cyrus at the fucking VMAs. "Back to this bitch that had a lot to say about me in the press. Miley was good."
That's good.
Oh Lord.
No, really. So I was like, perfect. I'm gonna introduce myself, get to know her a little bit, and then
ease the tension.
Yeah. And the first thing I won't tell you is you need to clean up after yourself. Now we've at least had formal introductions.
You're nasty. You're dirty. You stink.
Girl, your hair is uneven.
Her legs were cut off.
I'm like, "Hello, nice to meet you. Are you blah, blah, blah? Are you a young black girl?" She's like, "Yes." I'm like, "I'm Wangechi. Nice to meet you." She's like, "Nice to meet you too."
Don't touch my shit.
Don't leave the light on upstairs because of the bill.
She told you this?
Mm-hmm. That's exactly what she said, how she said it. It's like, "Hi, I'm a young black girl. Nice to meet you. Don't touch the light upstairs because of the bill." Or like, "No, turn off the lights when y'all are done here because of the bill." I was like, "Girl, I just met you." But I was like, you know what? This is perfect. You're already telling me something to do, so that when I tell you,
I'm gonna tell you something. So I'm gonna tell you something about yourself. You're nasty. Mm-hmm. You're dirty, and it's disgusting. And we can't live like this.
So I was just like, "It's fine. It's fine." I was like, "Okay, cool." She asked me about the Wi-Fi. I was like, "I don't know what's going on." So fast forward to next day. Old girl, Miss Africa, plugged in the extender thinking it's Wi-Fi. Miss Black Girl is like, "Hey, don't touch nothing down here." Miss Africa responds in the group chat, "Don't talk to me like that. Watch your tone."
Period. No, I already fuck with Miss Africa because she knows. She's like, "You don't know me. You don't know where I'm from. You haven't said hello to me. You have not introduced yourself. What you not gonna do is talk to me sideways out the side of your mouth like I'm some little raggedy child coming up the street into your house."
Look,
I pay rent here just like you. Yes. I pay rent here just like you. And if there's something in the common area that is yours, that is supposed to be in your own room, put it there.
Yeah.
Don't leave it out here. So what she means, my thing is, the furniture in the downstairs common area, is any of it hers?
It's like a mix of like hers and other girls. Like people I guess that's just where they put their extra stuff, is down there.
So they're using their common area as storage.
Yeah, pretty much.
For shit. Yeah, y'all need to get downsize. It's time to become a minimalist.
Honey,
move your shit.
So Miss Africa's like, don't talk, don't make that tone, not that tone with me. And Miss Black Girl's like, "I don't know what tone you're talking about," putting in a bunch of laughing emojis. Miss Africa, she's like, this is how she literally phrases it. "Next time you want to ask, this is how you phrase it," and puts it in quotation marks. She's like, "You got the wrong one. You can talk to other people like that. You're not gonna talk to me like that."
She said, "Baby, I ain't the 1, 2, or the 3. Play with somebody else, but not me."
Exactly, literally. So she was saying all the things you're saying, like, "You don't know me, you're not about to talk to me like that." So they just go back and forth in the group chat for like an hour and a half.
I would have been in that group chat eating up everything.
I hate
and you know
it
what?
So much.
And you know what I would have been doing at the same time? Texting Miss Africa in a private conversation. "Girl, get her, eat her up." You know me, I'm an instigator. I love I love a good like moment. I'm like, ooh.
I was like,
Miss Africa 1, Miss Young Black Girl 0.
You know, she's Nigerian and a Cancer sign too.
Oh, I love it. She
And
don't,
I
and she
think the
don't
young
play.
girl is like an Aries, so ain't nobody about to calm each other down. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, it's about to be fire on fire on fire in that house.
Yeah. Me, I did want to text her separately. I wanted to text her, please, she's not worth it. Let's not
Oh,
start off like this. That's
mm-hmm.
what I was like, I'm gonna stay out of this.
Instead, one guy she said, "I'm breaking my lease. I'm leaving tomorrow. Sorry, I can't."
No, literally. So that was just another thing. It was like, okay, now y'all hoes, it's our fourth, fifth day out here, and y'all already beefing.
It's like one of those like group vacations where it's like, how y'all hoes? It's like y'all hoes literally went to Miami without going to Miami, and y'all hoes already don't like each other.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. You're like, fuck, we still got 4 days left in this vacation. Like, yeah, we just landed. We just landed.
Shit, you still got a year on this lease. It's like, girl, what?
Bruh. So I'm like, this is too much. I tried to talk to her, and all of this time, we don't have Wi Fi. Miss Africa's like, we about to buy a phone and get it just for a hotspot and pay for that. Yeah, because it's just, we
The
want a week
girls is
of
going
Wi Fi.
through it. Because I know for a fact, y'all are over here using your phones as hotspots for your
Working from
laptops.
home, yes. Trying to go
Oh,
to cafes
big.
nearby, like, and the cafe nearby is like
You gotta buy
$7
some
for a
shit.
little,
Yeah, you gotta buy
like,
something to like sit around and hang out over here.
and it's overpriced. It's like a cafe slash grocery, and like everything's like organic or like, you turn something to get the nuts and make your own
Oh,
little
it's one of those
granola
like,
concoction. So those are already
yeah.
pricey, and then put New York on top of that. So it's like this is really costly. I think in the first like 6 days here, I've used like 13 gigs on my phone already. Yeah.
Girl.
Yeah. I'm like,
For all those of you concerned, she does have Wi-Fi now. That's why we're able to record this podcast.
yeah.
If you're worried. If
Yes.
anyone was worried to begin with, one guess she does have Wi-Fi
I
now.
do have Wi-Fi now. So they beefing, blase, blase, blah.
Mm-hmm.
And then so I come home. I don't know. This is the day after or something. I come home. No, I put in a ticket for a new toilet lid. Y'all, little
Oh,
life
with the
pro
maintenance
hack
man?
tip. Yes, if you're moving into a new apartment, always get a new toilet lid installed. Like,
Okay.
just
Come
do
on,
it. So I
giving us
put
the
that ticket
hack.
in. Because at first I put that ticket in and they sent me the toilet lid. I'm like, I'm not doing that. I'm not
One guy she
installing
said,
that.
I ain't got a man out here. Y'all better come fix
Now
this.
that is soft life, honey. That's not for me. I put in another ticket. I was like, can you please
Somebody
send
come
somebody
install
to install
this.
this? Because I'm
Exactly.
not doing it. So I was out and about. Maintenance man
That's
calls
not
me,
me. I don't know nothing about that lifestyle.
honey, get somebody else to do it
Because it ain't going to be me.
at all. So he calls me and he's like, yo, I'm here to install your lid. What's your bedroom pin code? I'm like,
Oh,
blah, blah,
because you
blah,
need a
blah,
pin
blah.
to get into your room.
Yeah, I just texted it to him. And
Okay.
then I come home. He's done with like the toilet lid. He's doing something else um, downstairs. And I'm like getting ready to go somewhere else. And he's like, yo, Wangechi, come here. He's Jamaican. So he's like, whatever. I was
Hey,
like,
yo, gal, come here.
yeah, he's like Jamaican man in his
Bring your
60s.
gal.
He's like, I
Bring
have a
y'all.
secret for you. I'm like, a secret? What's the secret? He's like, because I was over here trying to work on your kitchen, the smell y'all said y'all have from the kitchen. And I've cleaned and I've cleaned and
Oh,
it's not
because
going away.
so the smelly smell, it wasn't the candle, but it's still
No,
going.
it's still going.
So the
It's still
maintenance
going.
man
So
now
at this
knows what's up.
point, yeah, at this point, I'm like, we're like, it has to be something in the vents, in the pipes. Y'all need to check all that shit. He's like, it's not none of that. I did a little bit of research. It's the girl who lives next to you's room. It's her
The
room.
white girl?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Her room smells so bad, and it's so strong, and so pungent
It's
that
seeping out into the rest of the apartment.
that much that it smells like it's coming from there.
Molly, you in danger, girl. Does she have like a dead body in there or something? Like,
She got a cat, and he's assuming she's just not cleaning up after it. The litter, like, and the cat shits. That shit is Bad.
When a cat pisses, that shit just like,
Yes. Yes.
oh my God.
So every
That's
time
like
she
number
opens that
one
door,
rule for me, especially when I move into an apartment. It's like, I don't want to move into anywhere with pets. Dogs, cats, rabbits, hamsters. I don't give a fuck if you Dr. Doolittle. Put that shit in your... Leave your pets at your parents' house. I'm sorry, I
and
can't do
Miss
pets.
Africa got a cat, and I even know? Have I even seen that thing be so quiet and so chill and so unheard of,
You know what it is?
unsmelled?
Because she's African. And she knows. She probably cleaned that litter every time that cat pisses.
Yes.
Immediately. Without hesitation.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh my
Definitely.
God.
Yeah, so he's like, we're gonna right here. He literally, he still gotta paint Miss Africa's room, right? He still hasn't done that. This is like,
He's like, I don't know if I want to come back for that.
Why doesn't he go in her room and takes one of her papers from a notebook, I guess, writes a note to the white girl.
Clean up after your cat.
He said, you need to clean your rug because you got a rug out here. It's gross. And clean your living space. There's an odor coming from your room. And leaves it by her door. I was like, are you not embarrassed? But she probably isn't, because
They never are.
so
Like,
yeah. So I'm like, okay, well, that's great to know. And then this all of it compounded in one day. So he told me that the scent came from her
room.
Something else happened that day that I can't remember because it was just a lot happening.
Girl, at this point, your brain is traumatized and is trying to like
repress.
Exactly. So that's why you probably don't remember. Because at this point, I would be crying. I would be in my bed, in my room, crying every day. Like, why did I come here? What am I doing this for? Like, questioning every move I've made ever since.
Challenge, but damn.
God.
Not it this way. This is not what I was asking for.
It's like, Lord, I know you give your toughest battles to your strongest soldiers, but I ain't the one.
Not her, honey.
It ain't me.
Weak.
I'm
strong. And then my bed frame hadn't come in yet, so I'm using my roommate's Miss Africa's like bed on the floor. And right before I go to sleep, I see a roach in my bathroom.
Yeah, it's time to go.
I was like,
pack it the fuck up. It's time to go.
That wasn't it. Before,
still?
Yeah. That night, you remember how I told you the maintenance man needed my bedroom PIN code to get into my bathroom? He texted me that night saying, I hope I don't make you uncomfortable, but I think you have a beautiful smile. So literally,
Yeah. Pack it up. It's time to pack it up. And he has your bedroom PIN code? Pack it the fuck up.
I'm like telling him my bedroom PIN code. I'm like, it's either this or this. And he's like, oh, it's this one. This is the one that worked for future reference. And then it's like, by the way, I think you have a beautiful smile. That's like the order.
I'm calling the landlord and asking for my deposit back. I'm calling Olivia Benson and the Law and Order SVU department because I don't know, something might happen to me. Because I would feel so unsafe like that.
Yes.
Like, what do you mean? I hope this doesn't make you uncomfortable. Sir, everything you just said is making me uncomfortable.
That's like saying no offense, but whatever you're about to say.
No, literally.
Negates
is about to be
that.
Offensive as hell.
Like, if you have to say that, then don't say it, girl. Like, I hope this doesn't make you uncomfortable. And I know you just gave me the access code to your bedroom, but I just think you have a beautiful smile.
I'm so sorry, Wangechi.
What the fuck do I say to that?
And this is like first week of living in your first apartment in New York.
Yeah, so all that happened within like the first like 5 days.
First 7 days, because it's still not over, girl. You still there.
I'm still there, yeah, but everything that I've told you so far was within 5 days. 6 days of being here. So,
well,
that's when I decided. After that text message, I looked at that contract and I was like screenshotting where it says, I was like, do I need to contact the lawyer? Do I need to pay? What is... I'm
What
leaving.
do
And
I
I
have to
scheduled
do
3 tours the next day.
immediately?
I'm leaving.
Immediately.
Exponentially.
I don't blame you, girl. That sounds like a fucking trifling ass. Well, I'm so sorry.
Bad girls. What I want, yeah, I get it. Yeah, that's why I said it.
No, it literally does sound like an episode of Bad Girls Club because what the fuck?
Baby, this place could have a TV show.
It sounds like it. Y'all need some cameras in there.
Every day.
Speaking of reality TV show, we're gonna move on from this because talking about it seems traumatic enough. Exactly. On some lighter notes, have you been watching the mess of this season of Love Island?
Oh no, I don't watch that show.
I mean, not Love Island. Love is Blind.
Oh, girl. Yes.
Can we get into it?
Please.
Can we please? Okay. Brett and Oh Girl, I'm here for.
Oh my goodness.
It's given
I have a crush on them.
It's given Cameron and what's her name? Yes, from
them.
season 1.
Yes.
I saw a picture of Cameron and Brett together at some event, and I was like, wait, are we shipping these? Like,
yes,
my new favorite couples. We need a
bromance between them.
Yes.
Like, we need to put out a book. You know what Steve Harvey thought he was doing with Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man? Them two actually need to put out a book to men on how to behave and date.
Exactly
and
that.
act like gentlemen.
You know when I knew Brett was the one? When old girl came to his apartment and they were looking at it and everything. She was looking at his closet, and I was just like, oh, okay, this is nice. When she said, I don't know if this closet space is gonna be enough. She was like, what? And he said, well, I could always just put it on offer for a bigger place in the same building. I said, marry him now.
Yes, he said we could just get a bigger unit.
In the same, I said,
period. You know, somebody put in that sign of her looking through his stuff. Somebody put the sound. I love dealing with a rich nigga.
Because he could trick and I'm a trick. We could trick. I said,
perfect.
I was like, you know what? This is what true love is. When a man notices and realizes and says, "Oh, this place might not be big enough for the both of us, baby. Let's go bigger."
That's how you gotta say.
He said,
"Money."
He literally said, "Say less. What's up?"
What about it? That ain't nothing.
Baby, I got.
You want another condo? What you want, girl?
Let me know.
You got shoes? I can make it work, baby. I was like, perm.
Cause
I love him. I love them.
I love that.
Brett and Tiff.
I'm here for them.
They're the only ones in life who have ever made me consider subscribing to an OnlyFans. I was like, honey.
Okay, I need the logic behind that because what? You would subscribe if they had a OnlyFans?
Huh? What do you mean?
With the quickness?
I believe it's season 4, episode 4. Where
not the timestamp.
Brett says, and I quote, "Get on top of me." And Miss Tiffany and her fucking nude brown 2-piece, honey, brown underwear said, say less. The camera zoomed in on her tiger stripes, honey. It was cinematic, honestly. I was like, where... Netflix,
this is how we get canceled.
Oh my god!
And this disgustingness
so beautiful.
Is how we get canceled.
Where's more of this? Where can I subscribe? I want to subscribe.
Not you subscribing if they had an OnlyFans. Honestly, I can see it.
Yeah, I need OnlyFans. I need GQ photo shoot. I need a calendar. I need something. I just want to look at them.
They need. I need whoever works at People to get them a spread, like a cover photos, like a cover spread. That's what I need from Britt and Tiffany. I need their actual wedding, not the Love is Blind wedding. I need that on a people.com, full cover story, digging into all of that.
Yes.
But who else am I loving?
I agree.
Bliss and I can never keep these people's names straight in my head. There's so many of them. Bliss and what's the guy?
Zach.
Yes.
It's Zach.
They're cute. I like them.
You like them?
Yeah, I mean,
Me too. People
I'm
are
rooting
hating
for
on
them.
them.
I'm rooting for them. I mean, I feel like they're the ones who like. I feel like their story has been the most genuine, and like their whole like experience after the pods has been like the kind of somewhat
I
most
agree.
realistic to like a real relationship, like in the outside world. But the only thing was when Bliss's dad.
Oh yeah, where it seems like realistic.
Yeah, but
Oh my
Bliss's dad,
gosh.
that man. I was like, why are you trying to put your fucking insecurities onto this lovely couple who are just trying to have a
Hold
genuine
on, I can't hear
relationship?
you. Say that again.
I'm saying, why are you trying to like put your insecurities about shit onto this lovely couple who's just trying to, make the most of this experience, honestly? And it's like,
Yes.
take that shit somewhere
Yes.
else.
No, for real. Like he was so it was like one thing for you to like not agree like oh after 20 days like that's not enough blah 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 but like he wouldn't even let her speak. Like there was not he was not open whatsoever. Even when Zach was talking about like his job and stuff, he just seemed
Right.
so like closed off. Like I don't even want to get to know you. Like I don't give a fuck what y'all are saying to me right now.
And I don't know if it was like more about like protecting his daughter or whatever, but it was definitely coming off as like overprotective ass dad, but like at the same time, like I don't fuck with you. I have insecurities about my own fucking, and I was like, ugh, go somewhere with that.
Yeah, like you definitely don't know what be going on in your children's lives because they don't
Right.
like talking to
Talk
you
to
because
you.
it's yeah.
It's very clear,
Because
but
even his daughter, that I guess is from the second marriage, she was sitting there with her fucking shades on, looking so like I don't want to be here right now.
bruh, when I tell you, I could not stop. Like I was getting distracted while he was talking by the daughter's shades. I just kept staring at them. I don't know why. I was like, I was trying to pay attention, and then I just kept looking at her shades the whole time. I was like, girl, she definitely wanted the
Honey,
attention on her a little bit at least. Because why? First of all, you're inside. Why the hell you wearing those big ass shades?
I was giving I didn't want to be here, and my father dragged me here, and I'm gonna have an attitude about it.
That part too. But when Zach met Bliss's mom,
Oh my God, that was so precious. I
and he was
loved that.
and he was telling her like the story of like how his mom had passed away, and she was like,
Mm-hmm.
if you marry my daughter, I'll be your mom. And I was like,
I'll
oh
be your mom.
baby, I was like, yeah, that'll do it. That'll fucking do it.
That'll do it. Now for real, I was like, not her mama about to have me cry. Like I love that the black women just seem to have like such a good community behind them. Like the woman that is around them is like so supportive and loving and it's just like
Right.
you better recognize you're dealing with a queen here and you gotta treat her
Period.
as such because I love her. It's like yes. Yes. This is what they deserve.
This is what this show is really about, finding true
Yeah,
love.
honestly. Honestly, the
I mean,
first
not true love,
like
but
I was watching,
finding love.
yeah, I was watching at some point I was just only watching Brett and Tiffany's scenes and Zach and Bliss's and then Marshall and Jackie, but that was before the
Girl,
bullshit.
do we want to get into them? Because
Yeah, we need to because Jackie, what the fuck? What the
no,
fuck?
no, literally,
And then they're like, she's 26. I'm 26. I'll be
I'm
damned.
26.
Don't
Don't put it on her
attribute that to
age.
her age.
Don't put that on her age.
She does not speak for us. No. That was some real grimy stuff.
Because and then now she's all over social media talking about some y'all please know they edited the audio to make it seem like nah girl, you said that shit to
There's
his
only
face.
so much editing I can be
It,
done.
let's just chalk it up to editing though. But let's be real though. You said the things or else they wouldn't have
You
anything
said
to
those
edit.
things.
Whether the timeline was off or not, girl, you still
Right,
said it.
exactly.
You still said
Exactly.
them in
That
the
was my
instant.
issue. I don't
But
care
my
if you met up with Josh after talking to Marshall. Girl, the things you said
no,
regardless.
but the thing. So she went on social media and said that she didn't meet up with Josh until after, right? But literally in the scene where she says, "Yeah, I met up with Josh," The camera
That's
is
what got
literally
me,
on
because
her. The camera is
that's what
literally
got
on
me.
her, and you can see her mouth move saying those words. And I'm like,
That's what got
edit?
me, because I
Edit
was
where?
initially thinking as soon as that fitting happened that she didn't show up to, and then they showed the scene with Josh. I was like, these producers ain't shit,
Oh,
because I know they clipped that together. But then immediately after, she was like, I just met up with Josh, and I was
Josh.
like,
Be fucking for real. BFFR.
so let's just rewind back to like, let's go back to their honeymoon even, because I really want to dig down on this, because she talking about how emotional Marshall is, girl. Like, you didn't have two whole breakdowns on your honeymoon.
You know when I knew Jackie was just absolute garbage person? Is when she chose silence over sharing her emotions in the pod. When who was it that she was talking to? She was talking to somebody. Was it Zach? Was it who was it? Or was it Josh?
Because I know what
There was a
happened.
point. There was a point. Somebody was like sharing something emotional, and she just stayed silent. It was just quiet.
Oh,
I said,
and it felt like awkward.
not even awkward. Like just like one of those people who just like it came off like I don't do emotion. Just like
Oh,
could you turn that
almost
off?
like, oh
Yeah.
damn, that's crazy, bruh.
And it was like so when she started going in about like Marshall being too emotional or like I need you to be more aggressive. We don't barely have sex. I was like, oh, you're not
You
emotionally
got,
mature yourself. So
yeah, no,
that's so you want that. You want that toxic type of shit. That's what she
she
wants.
does.
And
She
that's what she's
does.
used to because her I
That
don't
is
think
very much.
she's not emotionally capable of fucking dealing with somebody who is emotionally aware of them. And it's like, yeah,
She
girl.
said herself, she said, I may need some help. I was like, good girl.
I
Acceptance
wish you
is
would
the
have
first
realized this before you would have gotten on the show.
gone on this show that you're not ready for marriage and you need to do some self work. But my thing with her was like when I had a ick feeling about her when Kwame was over here flirting with Micah, and so Chelsea was in her feelings, and Chelsea's like, I'm about to leave, like I can't watch this shit. And Jackie was like, if you leave, I'm leaving because I'm not about to stay here without you. And then literally like the next day they're having dinner with Micah, and Chelsea and Jackie's like, oh, if you wanted Kwame, you could have him because he was just all over you. And I was like, bitch, weren't you just on Chelsea's side? Now you telling Micah that her man could be all over her.
And
So
now
as soon as she said that, I was like, oh, side eye. Mm-mm, I don't like it.
bombastic side eye. But Kwame is a whole nother fucking problem that we do we even have time to go into?
I don't know,
Cause
but Jackie, honey, that was the
baby,
plot twist. We were
no
giving it all to Mecca and Irina, or whatever her name
Irina.
is. Yeah,
Oh, those two
whoever.
are a
The
whole
evil
nother. I
stepsisters.
no, you know what somebody said? Somebody was like, it's giving that they definitely signed up for Too Hot to Handle, and the producers were like, no, sorry, you're not. You
Like, we
you
got
don't.
another one that you can do.
You can do Love is Blind, but you
They were like, just
sorry, you don't qualify for Too
which
Hot to
love
Handle.
reality show can we get on? Like, just put us in a pool.
And they don't have the personalities for the circle, so
And what really got me was Irina like always smiling, and whenever anybody was going through it, like
yes,
in the pods.
people are like over here like sharing emotions and like trying to be vulnerable and like getting their hearts broken left and right, and then you over here like
And she's just her ugly little. Oh, let me
so
stop.
over her. But yeah, I definitely thought they're still low-key like villains number 2 and 3, but Jackie, you definitely take the cake and give Marshall that damn ring back.
Give girl, check it out.
I need
That ring.
first of all, I need to know, did
That
Marshall pay?
ring got sold to a pawn shop.
I want to know if Marshall paid for that ring or was that the production's ring?
I think that's the
Because
production.
okay, because
But I
but
think it's still
I
his
think
to like take and choose what to do with it. If the girl that he was supposed to be
wanted to propose
engaged
to.
broke it off and is over here kissing another dude.
You know what? She deserves a lifetime of whatever the fuck Josh pushes her through. Because
I just want her
to
maybe
do
go
that
through it for a year
to do
and
that
then
to Mar
go to therapy.
No, she needs to go to therapy immediately after the show wraps. I'm so excited for this live reunion.
Oh
Ooh.
my gosh. A part of me feels like she won't show up, but she is also loud. Like she very much wants to defend herself.
She's
So that's
definitely that person who's gonna be like, I did nothing wrong. I played the game as I did. She's definitely that person
and
who's
then she wanted to say in an interview like, I was ready for marriage. I just wasn't ready for Marshall, which is like you're not ready for marriage, girl.
so
You
then
were
why
not ready.
the
You can't
show
pick and choose like,
the
oh, this person
premise
that I matched with.
the premise of the show is to meet somebody blindly and then potentially at the end of the whole experience be married to them. So what do you mean
You weren't ready for
for
marriage
marriage
with the person that you
that
chose.
you chose?
Literally. Girl.
Literally. Make
Did
it
you
make
see
sense.
also did you see, I don't know if this is true or not, but the alleged text messages
Calling
that
Marshall
she
gay
was
or suggesting he went to girls. Yeah, I saw that. I
I
saw
was
that.
like,
I said,
and
nah,
and she
girl.
was still like, I'm gonna go to the wedding. Y'all better be there. Turn up. Don't say
Oh,
nothing.
texting her girls talking about something. Y'all coming to my fitting. It's going to be on this date.
Knowing you're not into this man, stringing him along as he fucking wakes up at the ass crack of dawn to make
To
you
make you
handmade
pancake.
fucking
Girl.
pancakes and fucking
From
put
scratch.
fucking powdered sugar over it like you're at a fucking Michelin star ass restaurant. Like,
Marshall deserved so much better.
so much better. Allegedly, he dating some other black woman.
Oh, the nurse
so.
practitioner. The nurse
The
practitioner.
doctor of nurse practitioner.
Period.
Yes.
When I tell you the internet found her and they tracked her ass
quickness.
down. Listen,
I was like, where are
they
you getting these
tracked
pictures from?
her ass. I said, who is this woman that Marshall is
Right?
being seen with? I was like,
Have
oh
you
shit.
seen his TikToks though?
Girl, why do
They
I follow?
have-
I follow him already.
Yes, me too. And he's like, nobody should be judged based off of their action during a certain period of time. In his interviews, he's like,
You
she
know,
did what she felt like was right for her at that moment of time. Yes, it hurt my feelings, but people do that. People behave that way sometimes, and that's just life. I was
you,
like,
you know what it's
damn,
giving?
Marshall, youth
It's
pastor.
no, it's giving what's it called? It's giving Omarion when they interviewed him about the whole Lil Fizz situation with his ex.
Oh, was it him going through that with
And he was just
all
like,
that mess?
he was like, it was like water off a duck's back. Like
That's how you know, honey.
that is what
Healing.
that is what we call emotional maturity, people. Okay. He said this is her journey that she's going on. If this is what she wants, this is what she wants, this is what works for her, great. But and it just was,
I'm
and
done
I
with
just
that
wasn't.
now.
It just wasn't for me. Meanwhile,
Exactly.
I need him on every Love Island, not Love Island, Love Is Blind, recap
Panel.
podcast,
Yes.
every event.
I need him to replace Nick and Vanessa because they just be there for the mess. We need somebody who's gonna be
no.
like, so why did you do this?
No, I need them to get somebody else to host this reunion because Nick and Vanessa are not going to be able to fucking ask the questions that we all need to ask.
Right? Not
They're
at
not-
all. Not at all.
I need Andy from Bravo, from the Real Housewives franchise. I know he's toxic. I
Oh
know he's
my
problematic as hell,
goodness.
but at least Andy gets to the bottom of the tea sometimes, okay? Or
That's fair.
they get Nina Parker from E. Cause Nina knows how to do a reunion. She used to do the was it the Bad Girls Club or which one? No, the Love and Hip Hop reunions. Nina used to do the Love and Hip Hop reunions, and those used to be messy, and the girls would be getting into fights. That's who I need. I need Nina Parker to come and host that.
Yes. Yes.
That's who
'Cause
I
Nick
I
and
need a real
Vanessa will
jerk.
be like, Nick and Vanessa will be like, Micah, how did it feel to see Marshall and Jacqueline fighting? Like, bitch, we don't give a fuck
Bitch, we don't give a
about
fuck
them. Like,
I need to know, Irina, Micah, why y'all so problematic? What's wrong with y'all? Who hurt y'all?
I mean, what made y'all this? Yeah, evil stepsisters. Like, who told y'all were ugly growing up and now y'all insecure about it and like prey on other people's downfall as adults?
But I also need to understand. I need Netflix to stop casting black men who are not attracted to black women on these shows.
That part.
Specifically,
That part.
specifically African men.
Oh my goodness.
because after
African men have been showing their ass on this show.
because after SK and now
And then
sorry,
now
eh,
Kwame.
not it,
Kwame.
not
Alex.
Kwame slash
Kwame.
Alex.
You know, she said his full name during the wedding. I didn't hear not one Alex in his name. I thought that was like his English
When
name,
he
you know, his
when
Bible name.
when I
I didn't hear not one Alex. I was like, so you just made up this name?
you know
He
how I
was,
know Kwame or sorry, you know how I know Alex. You know how I know this man does not love himself or like has some self-hatred? When I saw that hairline. When he walked in that pot and I saw that hairline, I said, "Yep, here we go again." I got a hug.
I feel kind of bad for him in that because black men and the attachment to their hairline.
Which is why he needed a black woman to get his ass together.
He would have been like, you shaving before this wedding. You're
Not
not
even
coming over here.
why is it that every time I saw him, I just wanted to take a pic and some and like a water like spray and just
Definitely water.
and then just some leave-in conditioner. Give him some curls. Give him some that his hair looks so dry. That shit look drier than the fucking Sahara. Every
And
single
what
time
is up with these fuck niggas with that haircut? Like, if
oh,
you're gonna
cause
keep your hair despite the hairline, at least do something else. This Bert and Ernie ass haircut is not working.
Bart still had that same haircut. Oh, I'm sorry, Bartice. Like
I'm like, Bart
I know
Beef, yeah, him.
I know it's
I
wrong to
was
come for
like,
these. I know it's wrong to come for their looks, but they put themselves. That's the image they put out into the world. So it's up for criticism
I
as
don't care.
well.
Once your character is ugly, honey,
That's it. None of us care. Like
get off the
be
internet if you don't want to hear it.
but they were in your city, girl.
Cause it be them, like, cause I feel you. Like, I'm not one here to go after somebody's appearance, but you being ugly on the inside, girl, that's really enough. That's really enough. Not too much. Not too much. Now, honey,
C-
you can't be ugly inside and out. Please pick a struggle,
because it's one thing to be you're right. It's one thing to be ugly on the
honey.
inside.
Do you think Kwame's gonna say
Now,
yes?
girl, they left that cliffhanger and I'm so mad. The way I'm like,
They knew to put in Chelsea's answer because everybody
oh
knows
yeah.
her ass is saying
Oh
I
yeah.
do.
She's
They're like,
saying
here's
yes.
Chelsea's next time
Fine,
on.
bye. Next time on Love is Blind.
I'm
I
like,
think
I know we were advocating delirious all 2023,
this
but
is not
this
the
was
type this was
ridiculous.
not
I
no,
was
this
like,
was not
not this was not the kind of delusional girl we met.
I need Chelsea to be FFR.
Simon misunderstood, sis.
I know that woman is watching that show from home right now. Like, damn, I look stupid. And it's not even an edit.
Yeah,
It's genuinely this
it's
man made
not.
me, and it's not even her looking stupid. It's this man is making me look stupid because he is
Yes,
over here. He is not over Micah.
at all. He's not over Micah. He doesn't seem like he wants to get
Be with
married, at least not to her. Not enough to leave his former life behind when he was a
like
single man. He's like,
and then he doesn't even
oh,
like.
what did he say? Seattle is the
Oh,
as the Michael Jordan with LeBron Price, some shit like that. I was like, sir, why did
I
you get
mean,
on the dating show for this city if you
no,
don't like this city and didn't want to
because
be in this city?
they definitely do preface the fucking show when you go on there before anything, and they're just like, you have to be like either willing to move to your partner's other to wherever they live, or y'all have to come to some fucking conclusion of like where y'all gonna live while you're filming this show or whatever. And I
Right,
don't think
like anyway,
Kwame's
he
not
just
moving.
got.
Kwame's not moving for one. For two, I think he's saying. My prediction is he's saying no. That's my prediction.
He
He's
needs to
saying
say no.
he
I
needs
think
to.
he wants
He
to
needs
say
to
no.
let
The
her
only
go.
reason I think he'd say yes is because his family's there while his siblings are there,
It don't
and just
matter.
like the pressure.
It don't matter. And that
That's the
fucking
only reason he'd say yes.
That was a fake ass phone call. Ain't no way he called his mama. Ain't no way he called his mom for real. Cause his real mother would
I
have been
was
like,
so confused.
that's why they didn't even air. That's why they couldn't even.
You think
You want to embarrass you? You want to embarrass me
me?
on national television on this
To marry
Netflix?
a white woman that you
Race,
only met.
race aside, as a whole, I think his mom would have ate his ass up for wanting to marry a woman
Ass up. And
that
she
he.
not Ghanaian. That's like she could have been okay with it if it was a traditional. If he finds out, oh, I've met my Ghanaian wife, she'd be like, when is the wedding? I fully believe she'd be in support.
But not with Chelsea though, and not Micah
Not
either.
with Chelsea. And I think it's the perfect. Oh yeah, no. But I think that's also the perfect excuse for him to use to say no. For him to be like, oh, I don't have my mom's approval, and so I just can't do it. But in the back of his head, like, you don't like her. You definitely don't love her. Like, it's just the perfect reasoning for him to be like, oh, well, I can't stay now because my mom, I just can't do this without her approval.
Fuck off.
You
That's
ain't
so
never wanted to be
stupid.
here, sir.
Exactly.
You ain't never want
Like
to be here.
BFFR.
Yeah, I'm rooting for Brett and Tiff. I don't know if Bliss is gonna say I do. I don't blame her fully if she doesn't. I'm rooting for them, but I'm rooting
That
for whatever she chooses.
well, either way, I wonder. You know, they've already started casting for season 6. Apparently, they've already filmed
I'm
season.
sure.
They've already filmed season 5. They're now casting for season 6. I wonder what city it is though.
They be cranking it out like it's a fucking machine. Like Netflix is like,
Netflix knows their
we don't
bread and
have no good
butter.
content anymore, and we
This is
gonna
it.
cancel your favorite shows after a season. But these reality shows,
Oh my
they cost
god.
they cost us $6 to make, and we get 100K back. Like, we
That's
definitely
what,
keeping it going.
because they know we all like to tune in. Nobody wants to focus on their own love lives. We want to focus on other people's messy ass love lives. Because
It's so
look,
fun.
look what they made us do. We over here talking about them. So
Yeah, but I'm here for the happy stories. Like, I want more. I want more of the Brett and Tiffs. I'm
yeah,
tired of the messy bitches who can't get it together. Why
yeah.
are you on here? And
I
also, side note, disclaimer for y'all: stop making fun of Zach and Paul's appearance and stuff. You don't know because they don't appear neurotypical to y'all. Y'all want to go and be like, "You're creepy looking. You look like a cartoon character. It gives me serial killer vibes." Like, that shit is not okay. That shit is not okay at all
don't do it,
because
guys.
they fucking you don't like their fucking demeanor, their stature, like some shit like that. The way they make eye contact is weird. Like, what the fuck?
When I
I'm
tell
not trying to
you,
diagnose them, but like Zach, I was like, tis a gang. I just felt like autism gang, spectrum gang. We here. I get you. I get you. Like, and then for
girl,
Irina's bitch ass to immediately be like, you look like a cartoon character. Stop looking at me like that. Can you blink? I was like,
I,
oh fuck this bitch. Protect
Irina,
Zach.
not protect him, save that man, save him.
Yes.
But apparently,
Yes.
did you know that like apparently there's like a lot more couples that come out of love, like this whole thing, Love Is Blind, that like never get shown. Like from the pods, like there's
Really? What do
actual
you mean?
yeah, like apparently I
That
think
leave
so.
the pods?
Mm-hmm. And like
Oh
go off to
wow.
like date or whatever, and then just they never air their stories because I guess they're not interesting enough or
Is it because
whatever.
they don't do the like traditional track?
Maybe, but or sometimes they just like get cut for story, and I'm just like,
Oh
so there
wow.
are happy endings for some of these
That's
people.
crazy.
Because there's one couple that I
But
was,
you know what? I'd be one of them. I'd be like, you want to get off of this show and just like go enjoy our company
and just
outside of the cameras and just
and just
like,
date for real like regular people. But I guess it
yeah,
must be like a lot of pressure to like date with like a whole reality TV
yeah,
behind you, like this whole machine.
yeah, because it really is a machine.
I heard they're actually
Like
getting
the way they're
sued.
cranking these episodes now.
I heard they're getting sued.
Who's getting sued?
Netflix and the production company. Apparently, the girls are they're getting sued by somebody about like the cost of how much it costs like after the show. Because apparently, they only get paid for like $1,000 a week, right?
Of course.
Right, but apparently the amount of money it takes to upkeep that whole lifestyle, because you're still working full time, but then you also have to make time to like film, and you have to like rope in all your friends and family to like be a part of it after the pods and stuff. And it's like people are. I think one of the cast members said just her alone, her makeup budget for after they left the pods was like $4,000. When she went back into like the real world, and to always be in like
on
full
makeup.
Like, on like to be like in like full Netflix like Love Is Blind makeup glam after the season was over was close to $4,000. Because she's getting her makeup done almost every time they're filming, every time they're going to.
Like some poor choices financially.
No, because then they tell them, they're like, hey,
still.
Because there's certain clothes that you like have to always be in like color blocked clothes, like if you're going to like the evening events and stuff or whatever.
Oh, with clothes and stuff too. Okay,
yeah, included. It's like she spent like $4,000.
That's fair. Yeah.
I was like, I hope. And then
that's insane. Netflix got too much money. They can provide that stuff.
I'm like, if you want these people to film for like this extended amount of time while they're doing the show, I'll sign up for it. But all I'm saying is, if I have to take leave off of work to be able to do this, you better be compensating my something. I better be getting a clothing budget, or like some sort of a stylist is coming through with some racks of clothes, or like
them not having a glam team is crazy,
right? Yes. Like, what do you mean I have to show up to like all this stuff even after Mexico? This is all after Mexico, not like pods. And then no, I'm talking after Mexico. They're all like, so girls spent $4,000. I said $4,000, and they only filmed for like what, 6 or 7 weeks. I was like, oh girl,
is it even that long?
It is.
That's crazy.
It seems
but
like.
Yeah, I guess like if you're trying to make sure you look like TV ready and you want to get yourself done professionally.
Because who's coming up? Who's pulling up onto TV looking just with like your regular makeup look? Like, no. When you have all them lights under you,
ragged,
and them lights be catching every pore.
I can't believe Netflix doesn't provide that. That's insane.
No, they don't, and it's so sad.
Honey,
I was like,
you gotta have a good,
So, I hope they
Well, they'll be okay.
I hope they
Netflix
win that
will
case.
Be okay. I mean,
yeah.
I wish the best to
the group that's suing them, but moving on. Speaking of,
what's going on with your life? What's new?
I'm 26.
You are.
I know. My birthday was
How old are you? # grown.
Not # grown. Yeah, girl, I am officially 26. My birthday was about a week or so ago, and I am quarter life crisis mode. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with the rest of my life. Relationship shit, dating shit, type shit, That's really where I'm at, but that's what's going on in my life, and it's a lot. I got braids.
How do you feel? I like them. They look really good.
Thanks. My head was on 10 for like the first week, or this past week my head's been on 10, but I've been using my Miela rosemary and mint oil because I was influenced by the girls on TikTok.
Period.
When I went to go buy it, that shit was sold out everywhere.
The miel.
Is it miel?
Miel girl now?
I be saying it wrong. I be saying miele. But yeah, just
I don't know. It's like Shein. There's no right answer.
Shein, whatever. I've just been like working for the most part, trying to enjoy life, trying to have a work-life balance, you know, getting to see friends and all of that, missing you. Yeah, that's really been it. Nothing crazy. I'm really trying to so I told you, I don't know, should I talk about this on the pod? Should I?
This is a safe space. You can be selective about what you share, but I feel like
But
our
I don't know.
listeners are people who you tell anyway.
No, but I don't know if he's gonna listen, because I did give him a link to the podcast. I did share the podcast with him.
If he does listen, send a message.
You're
This is the
right.
perfect time to share a message to him too if he's listening.
Well, if you haven't caught on already, I started started talking to someone a while back ago. Things are going great. We're talking through text. But you know, it was going good, you know, it was just surface talk, nothing really in depth or nothing really trying to get to know each other that much. But I think that's where I fucked up though. I wasn't really bringing myself into the conversations or like seeming as an open person. But that's the thing about me. It's like, if you want to get to know me, you gotta like, it's gotta be like face to face. I'm a personality. Through text, you won't get that. And Wangechi can attest to this, right? So,
That's fair. Yeah.
they went on vacation and they went on a cruise. So obviously, you know, cruises, you're just like, Wi-Fi shit, not sure I can get in contact. And then I was in New York for a bit a while back ago. So shit just didn't, you know, timing and communication wise, it wasn't great. And you know, the key to a great relationship is communication. So obviously I was failing on that front. So I got back and like I also had to like do some stuff for work or like travel for work or whatever. And then they texted, and this text had me fucking floored. When I tell you, I was like,
Why?
because they read me for filth.
What you mean?
Pause for let me pull it up.
Okay.
You want to? I'll read it. So he basically went, "You seem like a great person,
Oh.
but this conversation doesn't seem to be getting anywhere. I appreciate your time though. Hopefully we can meet again in the future. Best to you." You
Broke my
broke
heart.
my heart. So I get that text, and it was like I was literally in the middle of a work call, and I was
Oh
just
my
like,
goodness.
and like I couldn't hide my face. You know me, I'm a very expressionless. I read it. I was like, and so like the call that I was on, I literally had to turn off my freaking camera and be like, "Oh, I need to be not seen for this." And I was just like, so it took me a while to compose myself, because he sent that like in the morning.
Okay.
In the morning. Tell me why I didn't respond until like later that day, because I needed time to compose myself and figure out what I'm gonna say, because I'm not gonna lie, like I genuinely like this person, and I was like, okay,
Yeah.
you know, maybe
Didn't see it coming.
I didn't see it coming, but at the same time, like we hadn't talked for like almost a week, I think. Yeah, almost a week or so. So I was just like, so then I was just like, okay, let me formulate my response to this. And so I did. And I basically just said, it's like, you know, I apologize.
What'd you say back?
You want to know? Okay, I'll read it to you. I said, "Hi, I'm so sorry I haven't been very engaging. I was traveling, but that's no excuse. I'm not really great at texting. I'm more of a in-person conversation type of person, but I completely understand and thank you for your time. And maybe we can grab a drink, or something, so you can get a better idea of who I am and what I'm about." So basically left it very open-ended.
I like that.
But then they came back at me.
Yes.
And the response back was very much, you got it. At least that's how it came off. It was just, so he basically responded with, you let me know if that's something you actually want to do, and I'll let you handle it.
Oh, so the ball is in your court, mom. Like
Very
like
much.
you want. Then that's
So this is how I'm gonna end this right
so.
here.
Do you think like they thought maybe that you weren't interested?
I think so, and it obviously that's exactly how it came off, because the conversations were very surface conversations, nothing in depth or anything. But it's like, I don't get into those kind of conversations over texts with like brand new people, because then I don't want them to be like, I'm uncomfortable now. But at the same time, I was just like, if that is what they were looking for and I didn't give that, well, let me just rectify that, So I'm like, okay, let's try this.
Yeah.
Let's try this. We tried it, how most people do, which is text. And we've come to clearly find that Brian's not great at text messages and getting to know people through text messages. So I was like, well, fuck, I'm gonna have to take this in, as the kids like to say, IRL.
Honey, and I feel like also like after a couple days of texting, if you feel like y'all are vibing, you could like chat on the phone, like
Maybe, maybe a phone conversation is what it is, but I'm awkward on the phone unless I really know you.
or like do like a video chat or something. Especially if like post COVID, like people are
Oh,
like hella into video chatting. Not like Zoom. Don't be like like, do you want to schedule a Zoom call? But like,
girl,
like
not we on a Zoom date, but
right. But if they have an app or two, y'all can FaceTime or something. If y'all have
so
each other on Instagram or something, I
so
think you'd be better there.
since I'm sharing this with the pod, let me ask our audience's advice. What do y'all think I should do? How should I broach this
Yes.
person? How should I
How
move?
should Brian seem like engaging, like the engaging person they are, like, like that way you can translate, like, hey, I'm interested in you, and sometimes it's hard to convey that over text, especially when you're like trying to show that without being too vulnerable, because you've also just met this person.
Yeah, and it's like it takes time for you to like open up to an individual, but hey, who knows?
Maybe you need to go on Love Is Blind, find your boo thing there.
Listen, when they let the rest of the alphabet mafia on, then maybe, who knows? But that would be so
Yeah.
messy.
Oh yeah,
Oh
they
no.
still haven't done that.
And I don't think
I feel like that'd be fun. I feel like that'd be better.
it could never work though. The community is too much
Why?
about the community is too divided between the colorism, the femophobia, the transphobia within the community. What else? What other phobias they be having? The ageism, like the body shaming. Girl, people still put on their profiles no fats, no femmes, no Asians, no blacks. Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
You get a whole bunch of self-hating black men on there, a bunch of Kwamis.
Oh my
That's why
goodness.
I don't
Netflix
think it would.
don't get dragged every season.
Listen, it's a great idea, but I don't think it would work. But I did see this other show that is a gay, I think it's like supposed to be like a gay dating show. It like puts like together like a bunch of or at least who would be men who would be described as daddies on, and then a bunch of very attractive other men. I was tuned in.
To like good. Match with them?
But like they already put the
What's it on?
I gotta find it. I'll send it to you. But it's really good. Guess who was hosting it? Stormy Daniels.
The porn star who fucked Trump?
Who apparently is the reason why he might be getting locked up. Yeah. She got her bag. She got in her bag.
Oh wow. Her, honey.
Tell me Tell me how she ended
Work,
up.
sis. Do what you gotta do.
Tell me, how did she end up hosting the show? That's my question. But shout out to her. Good for her.
I need to see this. Yeah.
I'll send it to you. It's actually really entertaining. There's definitely a lot of like, it seems like genuine like relationships that come out of there. I don't know where they are now. I need to look though.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's refreshing. Because
But
Lord knows Netflix only got the mess for the most part.
listen, even that one was a little
But I'm
messy
here
though.
for you. Look, that's fair. I mean, these shows will always have, a certain degree of mess. But I'm here, you're only in the beginning of your dating career, honey. You're still young. 26, like, you still got a lot more bullshit probably to go through.
Oh God.
And you'll learn more about yourself and what you can, like, put up with.
Girl, I already.
What you won't put up with. I do hope that, like, everything with this dude works.
And I think the
as it
reason why.
should.
And I think the reason why, because we're both Aries. I didn't tell you this.
I take everything back what I said. Go ahead and block him.
And you know what's so crazy?
His number, delete y'all's thread.
If he's listening, please do not take anything my co-host says as Bible. That bitch is delusional and she's inhaling cat piss fumes.
I'm just saying. Damn. You ain't gotta do me dirty like that. I'm just saying, y'all are both fire signs.
But I think it could work. I think it could work.
I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for whatever's the best for you.
I think it would work. I think we'd be okay. We'll see. I'll keep y'all posted. I don't know if he wants me to share this, but it's part of
What'd you say?
It's part of I said I don't think he would want me to share this, but it's part of the story that is my life. And we said in 2023 this season we're going to be a lot more authentic with our stories in our lives. So I mean, shit, we already talked about shitting ourselves and taking showers with fucking toilet water, so there are no boundaries at this point. And if you know us or if you're in part of our lives, most likely you will end up on a story on the pod, as it is part of telling, our most authentic life stories. So here we are. The word for 2020 for the Untitled Africans podcast is authenticity.
This is real. This is me. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be now. Gonna let the light shine on me.
And on that note, we're wrapping this shit up, girl. Riverside is telling us we need to stop recording. This is our first time using this freaking thing. And so far...
I know.
we might need to
be back again on this.
Yeah. Well, we're figuring it out. But this has been fun. This has been real. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for listening.
Yes.
Don't forget.
Yes.
You can find the Untitled Africans podcast where the podcasts are found. That's Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, anywhere else, honestly. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We post new podcast episodes on there and everywhere else every Tuesday. So don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and on our TikTok at Untitled Africans. We love you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. I'm Brian.
I'm Wangechi.
We love you. And we out.